5th of March 2012. The middle way is not to forget the truth of using only, experiencing only, doing only, knowing only. Doing something, including practicing meditation, is just created truth. All the created truths are not to reject and not to attach. If there is rejecting or attaching to the created truth, we are using the created truth wrongly. Practicing meditation with attachment to the action is wrong. Practicing meditation must be doing only without attachment to the action. We are traditionally doing everything with attachment, doing what we understand or doing what we can do is using the created truth wrongly. Constant awareness of the truth, to use only, to experience only, to do only, to know only is necessary. To be able to use the created truth in the right way. If you are paying attention to the action or to whatever occurs or to your mind, is not following the middle way. Following the middle way, to be able to follow the middle way, just pay attention to the truth of using only, experiencing only. What we are doing is not much important. Who we are is not much important. What is happening to us is not much important. Continuous remembering the truth of using only, experiencing only, doing only, knowing only is important. The middle way is mostly concerned with our mental action. Habitually, all our mental actions are paying attention only to the created truth, someone, something, time and place. To be able to follow the middle way, our attention must be only to the truth of using only. Our attention must not be to the action or to whatever occurs or to the knowing. We used to pay our attention to the action of doing or not doing. We used to pay attention to the effect. We used to pay attention to the knowing or to not knowing. Using only, experiencing only, doing only or knowing only must be the only truth to pay attention. This practice intends to change the action of our mind. If we are able to change our mental action, there will be special power in us to control our mind. If you watch your mind, you will understand about your mind. If you study science, you will understand about science. If you pay more and more attention to the truth of using only, experiencing only, doing only, knowing only, understanding about the truth of using only, experiencing only, doing only and knowing only will appear. Only by practice you can understand about the truth of using only. If you understand about the truth of using only, you will be able to use the power of using only. Traditionally, we are using the power of mind and body. The power of our mind and body has limit. That's why there are a lot of things we cannot do, we cannot understand. Pay attention to the truth of using only, intend to know more and more about using only, experiencing only. Using only means just action without the idea of someone or something. Knowing only means just knowing without the idea of someone or something. This practice intends to remove the idea of someone or something from our mind. Only when our mind is free, we can understand the truth of using only, experiencing only, doing only, knowing only. If there is wrong idea of I or you, someone or something in our mind, we can only understand doing by someone or doing by something. The truth, what we need to know is doing only, experiencing only, knowing only. My teaching intends to remove the idea of someone or something from your mind. You cannot understand the truth using only, knowing only, by thinking. Our brain cannot solve this problem. Only the truth of using only can solve this problem. That's why paying attention to the truth of using only means studying the truth by practice. If you want to know about Buddhism, you must study the teaching of Buddha. So also, if you want to know about the truth of using only, experiencing only, doing only, knowing only, you must pay attention to the truth. You need to change the habit of your mind. All the created truths are not to reject and not to attach. All the cause, all the effects, all understandings or no understanding about cause and effect are also just created truth. They are not to reject and not to attach. We must try to use the created truth without rejecting or attaching. Traditionally, if there is no rejecting, there will be attaching. There will be attachment to the action. Pay attention to the truth of using only, experiencing only, doing only, knowing only, and then to detach the created truth. If there is attachment in whatever we are doing, our doing will not be doing only. If there is attachment to whatever happens to us or to the other people, our experience will not be experiencing only. Attachment to the knowing and not knowing is not knowing only. Without rejecting and attaching, I am using my life and your life, my action and your action, my knowing and your knowing. Using only. No rejecting and no attaching. You must practice to be like that. Your practicing must be free from rejecting and attaching. The real right or wrong concern only with your action. If there is attachment in your action, it is wrong. If your action is free from the idea of someone or something, it is right. The truth is very simple and clear. Our understanding is not simple and clear. That's why the truth, what we understand is not sure, not clear. This practice will make your mind simple, clean and free. There are a lot of problems in your mind because of not following the middle way. If you cannot follow the middle way, you must follow this way or that way endlessly. To be able to follow the middle way, you must have enough courage to abandon the rejecting habit and to abandon attachment to all the created truth. Attention causes attachment. To abandon attachment means not to pay attention to the created truth. More and more listening and practicing like this will make you be able, will make you to be able to detach to the created truth. My teaching is not about created truth, just about the middle way. The middle way is trying to use the created truth without rejecting or attaching. I do not reject good deeds. I am making good deeds all the time, but I am not attaching to my work, just using only, doing only, without the wrong idea of someone or something. The idea of someone causes us a lot of problems. If there is no idea of someone or something, whatever occurs, good or bad, will be to experience only. Someone in the world is no problem. Someone in our mind is real problem. Our mind should be free from the idea of someone or something, I or you, man or woman. If someone really disappears in our mind, we will be able to use our mind in the right way. If we can use our mind without mistake, mind is very useful. The idea of someone or something are virus which is destroying the quality of our mind. Teaching is over now. Any question? May all merits we have done till now be dedicated to all sentient beings. May all beings rejoice and share in our merits. Sadhu.